Oh my God, I found pink. I found pink and red. New Zealand. The changes in the people that are viewed have moved them into different positions now, and it's starting to talk in their numbers. Malaysia has moved up to 9. I knew it was there. May, the month of May, the flower child. They must be running it out of New Zealand. Then you have Papua New Guinea. I mean, you have Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Australia, India, all where all that crap is going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they busted that nuclear thing. It was their fault. They were working with somebody else. Gulf of Alaska, oh my God, the Bering Sea, North Pacific, no fucking wonder. Oh my God, it's right there, right by New Zealand. They even mark it on the map for you. I'm telling you, if you know how to read these maps, you can see. Oh my God, Australia, Tas, Yak, I mean, just the initials itself. The Northern Territories, the Southern, oh my God, just the initials, oh my God. Right there in Australia. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. I had no idea it went all the way up this way. Never looked before. Doesn't go anymore. Right to the Arctic Ocean. Right through the Bering Sea. The Bering of the Child. September, October, November. Right between Canada. Right between Alaska. Well, that's why the Americans wanted Alaska so bad. So just so they can be over here at that pass. There's nothing else they wanted. Yukon territories. You see, that's what scares them. There's something about Canada that's not right. Okay? I know we're the home. I know we're the home. Okay? I know we're the home. I know the numbers. We're the Middle East, Canada. And Quebec is the Middle East between the next state and Ontario, but it's the south of only the northern passages. 72 each, oh my God, Greenland has a green hat, and the guy is angry, and in the front it's a dog, and he's looking at this woman who's staring over to him, and all you can see is her brain, and he's sticking out his tongue to her. This whole thing, oh my God, this whole thing, these maps, they just show so much. I mean, in Brazil, okay, it's a lady with the nose in the air. And then you have all the outskirts. It says Brazil, it takes the nose, it stares over towards Angola, Nigeria, where it used to be, and you can see a man's head right in there. Then you have over to Egypt, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. But what's the difference between Egypt and Saudi Arabia? Ethiopia. What is it about Ethiopia? It must be a passage. I think they're all passing off, because there's more than one. Tasmania, Ethiopia, Zambia. These names have to do with children. Okay, they all have to do with children. Okay, when you get higher, it has to do with more of strength. Ukraine and Germany, the brain Germany, who goes all over the world, student by student, as they get knocked off one by one. But you have to remember, when you're Trinity, sometimes you only want to be 2. So in Finland, okay, it looks like there's 3 parts in Finland, and one of them has his back turned to the other one, and that's Finland has the back turned, while the other one's at his back, pushing on his head. And on top of his head is a little angel on top of Finland, saying it's okay, you can stay, you can stay. Well, I didn't know it was through there. Wow, that's it, my friends. You know why? Because the Bering Sea, I'm going to see if I can find this. Okay, I'm up in Baffin Islands now, so the Bering Sea. Oh my God. And Antarctica is on the other side, and there's an elephant right there. Oh my God. There's an elephant with a man with a nose. He's holding up his foot. He's pissing out some water. Because they're all connected animals, eh? It's a zoo. We live in a zoo, and they put animals here. Okay, so here you have the Bering Sea. And the Bering Sea, where is Russia? Okay, the Bering Sea goes down here. Okay, the Bering Sea, I wish I knew what this angle was. Just right near Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, Malaysia. Then you have Kenya, Gabon. Then you have the United States again. So what happened to Israel? Oh, Israel's right there. I passed right by it. Wow, it goes right down to Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia. Here's the Mediterranean Sea. Where's the Suez Canal? I don't see it. Algeria, Algiers, Spain, France, Australia, all this, okay, all of those small nations, they moved out towards us. But the Russians had it first. Do you think the Russians were out of it? The Russians never let a hand on anything. They've been shutting their mouth. They've been trying to stay out of it. They've just been trying to be good boys. And I think China is the way it is because the Hong Kong is the Godzilla get-together, where we release the people now and we get what we could because the rush is coming, the end time. How long ago since Hong Kong made the freedom or blocked the freedom? How is this working with Hong Kong? Because if Hong Kong is actually Godzilla, if Hong Kong is actually King Kong and not Godzilla, then I told you, New Zealand is the place. Why? Because it's got a pink border. White blood cells and red blood cells, cancer. That's why. I didn't do it, I told you. Whatever I do, I look out on there and I say yes or no. I'm either right or I'm wrong. But it doesn't matter. I work in the element that I'm right. If I feel that I'm wrong, I will tell you that the reason. I gave you the reason. There is no pink until you get to the number 7 ball in horse racing. And 7 horse racing. Number 7 in pink, man in Cancer. How long ago were we in the astrological sign of Cancer? And also in the astrological signs? And you must look for 7286. You must look for NGC 7286 and Dragon Ball Z and 5281 BC. These are what started me all. If you can find anything, I would be much appreciated if you study whatever it is to know what you found. If you think you found anything, you should know what it is. And we share. This has to go slower. Right now I'm working an extra pressure on me and I shouldn't be doing this. I should be out with friends. I need to get out. I need to be held a hand. I need to get away from this. You can't stay in this all the time. Last night going to sleep, I wasn't sure what to do, so instead of taking, doctor said if you can't sleep, take an extra 100 Sericals, so I did. Don't forget, I'm just all by the doctor's orders. Whatever I went to the doctor to do last time is what I'm doing. Because I've just skipped over to the other side. The jovial years. King Kong sent over his power into my head to think a little bit straighter. But now that I think straight, the way I talk, the way I put things, it becomes, why are you talking like that? Before I begin, let me interrupt you and let me explain to you, and I want to explain to you for the reason so for a better understanding for the two of us. You can't get mad. I'm not your brother. I'm not your sister. You're not my father, and you're not my mother. I'm not your grandfather, and grandfathers are nice. So if you want to be my grandfather, there's no problem. Otherwise, you better be my friend. And if you're my friend, you're going to talk to me nice. And listen to what I have to say. I'll listen to what you have to say. But don't blow off what I said, because I won't blow off what you said. I'll just leave it in my head and think about it. And if there's a correction to be made, I'll make the correction. So, Bunny Rabbit. I made my hands all sticky, now nothing works. Pens. I've got hundreds of pens and pencils. God forbid I should miss a pen, eh? I don't know, can you see the rabbit? I just followed the lines on my hand. It also makes a star. I told you. Look at the cut. I always show my hands off. I wish I could see it. It cuts right away through. It's called the tiger claw on both of my hands. First what they do is they cut this way and they cut this way. Then it makes a little X. You open it up, okay? And then they cut down this way, and then they cut back to the X. And have a little dimple at that spot. And then it splits here. They do it on both hands. It's your last life. Or one of them. I know this life of mine, according to the Titanic, should I have lived 49 years before, the last, I would have no more than 3 lives because the other ones are taken. So my first life could have been as far back in the family of Mary Magdalene, where she had a child that had a child, because the places are the same as my last name, and Russia too. So it's split apart, ETH, the heart. I am Raphael. I am the real Israel, you know. Anybody who's a Raphael is the real Israel, because Israel stands for tough. When you're a Raphael, you are the roughest of all files. You are rough and you are a dog and you're never barking. And you don't cry. Israel means it's real. Well, what the fuck is real? What is real? That's not Israel. It should say si real. It should say serial. Si real. Because the IS or SI is Spanish for see and yes. So it says see the reality is what it means. It's not Israel because Raphael is Israel. Everybody knows the race is Israel. Israel is the king, David. The land of Jerusalem and Jordan is the real place to be. But they gave you some water and some fun. We called it the real Israel. 64. More like the Russian front, trying to tackle out everybody from around them when it was only themselves. They've been fighting themselves forever and ever, but with another group, a hidden group, only to move out those who are around them to make it bigger. So when the time comes, they have a big, big, big place for themselves. That at the end, according to all books, the more they look for it, the less they look for peace, the less they'll get at the end. So they get screwed. But they got saved. Because Reish lives. And this is the year of Reish. And this is the year 2012. And this is the year of the honor. We honor the death this year. Okay? We honor the death this year. Okay, now it's 38 years. Is it 38 years? 64, 36, 46, 48 years. 8 and 4 is 32. 8 and 4 is 12, 44. Barack Obama. We honor Hoover. Hoover vacuum cleaners who sucks up water as well as carpets. Hoover, they're coming to you. Hoover. It's the one that part of the dam that makes the Colorado run. They make electricity there. And I passed on that bridge many times. What a lovely place. Too bad the generators don't always work so well. When they blow, they sort of like blow a piece off the dam and they keep repairing it and repairing it. One day it'll just go down from the generators, you know. All those generators that run through it. So, and then they got those 4 focuses that run the major disc underneath. It's called the turbler, not a tumbler, it's a turbler because of how it works. It goes like this. They make things like waves underneath, giving bubbles to cool the cards. So, you know, well, if it breaks, well, they had another bridge built anyway, so that's cool, you know. He's got a red nose, my friend. And he's got the shin right here. He splits his hooves and splits his hooves, yet the pig is no good, but this one is. Kind of knows. Only one knows. Raphael 7. Thank you.